Lost Vikings return. Secure the desecrated crypt. Oh. Tombstones fall over as a group of Nachtseers clamber over them. They appear to have having something of a feast. A few of them still gnawing on this arm or that leg. Presumably the limbs of your supposed grave robbers. Arms, brothers! You had to have these spears. Spears are super effective against these Nachtseers, and there's only 14 of them. Good, and then this will give us the ambition as we wanted as well. Thanks, Wolfric. Yeah, it's good to be back. I've missed streaming. We should be good. The key thing against the Nachtseers is to push forward into them if you can, as the line moves forward. You can stop them from eating the corpses. And then just keep focusing on the larger ones. Also release dogs, so that's good. That's exactly why I alternated between the spears and the axes. I didn't want to leave any squares. Oh, that's a big boy. Our backline lads are going to have to focus in now. Back, let's move across one like that. Put Stobbie there, we'll put Arnold up there. I actually wish I'd given Arnold a pike. He doesn't need the axe for shield breaking. He would benefit from it back here. Okay. You can raise your own rally. We've tried this before and it didn't work. And it doesn't work now. The answer to that seems to be no, you can't break your own rally, which is why we're getting rid of me as a sergeant. Oh, good hits. Or 2 good hits there. Fine off, and then the third one was a miss, unfortunately. Nice laugh. Stabbing. Fine work so far, lads. Oh, I love it. One more, come on. 4 in a row. 5 in a row. Tabor, oh, 5 in a row is pretty damn good. Oh, damn, who was that? Go up to all. And confident, that's disappointing that they missed those shots. They're confident as well for the plus 10 attack value. Plus 10%, excuse me. We've got some big boys here, we've got to focus down. The other option is to kill these ones that are wounded already. Hope that it breaks everything's morale. I think instead I want to move Yoji up there, stab the big one, move the line, the back line up by 1 squid. Ah, Arnold, damn it. Unless of course I'm in contact with a big boy. I'll just stab. I think we have enough DPS that I don't need to attack only once and then shield up. Look at the morale breaking. Love it. Super duper. Move forward and get 1 attack off, but then he's likely to get 1-2 attacks from that guy. No, just keep your shield up and hold your position. Slaying. Ah, that's bad. Damn it, killer. Caber, you need to keep your shield up, I think. Actually, you know what? This guy's wavering. That's minus 10 melee skill. And you've got 140 points of armor. You should be able to take 3 or 4 hits before the armor breaks. These guys are going to get some feasts off. Oh, that sucks. They're already on top of the corpse. Armor holding strong. Oh shit, that's number 1 priority there. That's a level 3 who's confident. And this boy's going to be in contact soon. Some of our guys. At 46, 41. Oh god, Arnold really needs a pike. drop the dogs here. Whoever has a dog. No point in putting a shield up here because this guy's just going to eat someone anyway, so let's just go and try to kill him as soon as we can. Awesome, that broke his confidence. With the exception of Cable Beast, he's in contact with 3 of these guys. I think keeping him safe this round is his turn, rather, is more. Fine work, really. Oh, fine work, doggo. 2 misses there from Cuba. Could have been much worse, I think. Finally, Arnold hit someone. I'm also ignoring the guys who are fleeing, of course. Oh, one more hit. That was so close. For fuck's sake. I don't know why that's so funny. You just get eaten by this bloody monster. The damage from that fighting axe is amazing. Of the 2 targets here, I think I want to try kill this one who's wavering. Oh, I'm worried about the dog getting killed. Oh, thank goodness. I actually hope this Nachtseer just swallows someone. Oh, okay, he just heals up. But fair enough, we should have better take it out. If we can hit the damn thing. Come on, team, what is this? That's... Optimal's actually hurting. Yeah, but he was eaten by one of the monsters, wasn't he? Yeah, awesome. It's only this level 3 one now who's not broken. That's surprisingly full damage. Careful, doggy. Oh, good hit, Ulrich. Here we go, Arnold, this is you. Ah! Ouch, good lord. Duper, get in there. Ah, slay! Where's the dog? Oh, Oscar, we need to have a talk. So, we appreciate everything you did for the Lost Vikings. Great, you're a team player, great attitude. But I'm sorry to say, your performance just hasn't been up to standard, and we had to let you go. We'll keep your CV on record, of course. If a position opens up, we'll be first to let you know. But yeah, I'm afraid you've been made redundant. Yeah, unfortunately, if memory serves, you never stolen yours, and I'm determined to get everybody. Oh, nice, 204 extra rounds. Righto, here we go. That's 3. Nice. Very nice. And I think with +4 in hit points, that's enough in hit points. So from now on, we can just keep going. Eeg. Kill me. Defense. Well, Bosco, your job was to keep up morale. As it's true. Do we go for Brawny? You've already got 75 fatigue. I could get you expert. Brawny. Well, actually, considering... If I give you Brawny, you're a wild man. You're our best chance to be able to use that harness. Let's go for Brawny. 84, and this should now... You do a 75. Okay, so basically it was 75 before you took Brawny, so taking Brawny has just offset the difference. Peter can now finally wear this wonderful lamellar harness. Take a look at anybody else here. One here justify wearing the male hauberk. Really look like it. 8 for an extra 20. 6. You know what? You're very close to getting brawny. Let's just keep that in reserve. It's there if we need it. What are the fatigue numbers like on the back line? Great. Speaking of not great, good lord, Stobbie, you suck. Level 7, 62 only, and you're a dastard and a craven. Tell you what, the sooner Arnold gets leveled up, the better. My useless ass. What was I going to take as a sergeant? Rally the troops. Fortified mine we've got already. Pole arm mastery is, I think, useless. Particularly on a banner boy. You don't actually get to use repel or hook. You're on the back line. I think Berserk. The 6 AP, you start with 9. If you don't have to move, use 6 AP, get a kill that gives you a second stab. Berserk. Crippling strikes. Gifted. Go for Berserk. Doesn't really matter ultimately. I'm going to get replaced sooner rather than later, and I think we can all agree that's a good thing. I'm what is known as shit. Money. Pay us. Please be a patrol mission. Camp overnight until the morning. Prices should have stabilized now and we can buy some tools. Yay! As all your enemies either lie dead or are in retreat. Stobbie the 8th waves the company's banner in celebration. Once more the Lost Vikings, the second version 2 fought. Once more the Lost Vikings prevailed. Raucous cheers echo him all around. You soon discover that your recent battle is the talk of the local towns and villages. Whenever they stop at a tavern along the road, the brothers find that drinks are poured when the story of the battle is told, and the more the telling is embellished, the more freely the libations flow. Everyone's in good spirit except for Arnold Sergeant, who's merely content. Dares stand against us now. Is this the right time to replace me, I wonder? Not quite yet. I think I'm going to have to take Gifted on Arnold. We'll take Student, Gifted at the next level, and Rally the Troops, then Fortified Mind, then Fast Adaption, then despite his crap melee skills, between Gifted and Fast Adaption that'll more than make up for it, which is arguably the same issue you have with Stobbie, but only 73 resolve at level 7 with Fortified Mind and Craven and Dastard. Oh, puke. I think by the time Arnold hits level 7, particularly with 2 stars there, he'll much better play. Whether I should, you know what? I'm thinking of kicking guys now who don't have stars, but they're only costing us 13 to 14 per day. Let's hang on to them. I think it's better to have them in reserve. Give me some tools. 317. You know what? F it. Buy it. Any of this junk. Junk. That is junk. That's reserve. Buy some drinks for everyone. We've got loads of food. That's great. Can turn a profit off of that. Oh, what the hell? Vehicle supplies. Is be a patrol. Come on. Yes, another patrol mission. Money. How much are we talking about here? 20 heads, 80 crowns. I accept. Do this. I think going to the tavern now is probably too risky. It's probably gonna at least someone drunk. We'll figure on the reincarnation waiting list, maybe, but I've got a few guys from that wanted to join, which I need to check. So I do kind of want to pop down to Allenstadt and sell the gems we have, uncut gems. I'll tell you what, let's patrol to Windwacht, hit Allenstadt, hit Schaffenburg, and buy the amber there. Do the Crypt. Oh, Brigand Hunters. This is going to be potentially 11 fairly some marksmen. It's mostly marksmen. Few war dogs. We could wait and could just dance around them until it gets dark. Take them out. But Brigand Marksmen, you guys know how much I hate Brigand Marksmen. It's almost a way of guaranteeing that you guys are going to get hit. You know what? F it. Not worth it. Are they coming at us? Alright, well that changes things. Card shields up front, everyone. On the back line, we don't actually have card shield. Kinda sucks. But you know what, considering the back line isn't going to be wearing any shields, then it's hardly worth actually putting card shields on the front line. Just because the archers will shoot at the back line anyway. Range defense is 90. Again, the main thing is keeping everyone's range defense at more or less the same value. Otherwise, whoever has the lowest value will just be the only person who gets shot at. 17 is now 27, 20, 19. So far, 9 is the target. 29, 29, 29, 26, 17 on Super. Who's got the highest value here? 29. The 29s look like the highest values. It's going to be Meinolf who's going to be eating all the range shots. Hey, sorry, Lord Scolder. You know what? Meinolf, sorry, Lord Scolder's too important with his 3 stars. So if my understanding of the AI is correct, look at these range values: 27, 27, 19. If they're going to shoot at anybody on the front line, it'll be Meinolf. Most likely they'll just target the back line. 15, 9. 3, 2. Range value of 3, range defense of 12. Are we overthinking this? It might be. Anyway, let's just dance around until night time. We'll get stuck in. Not want to fight these nerds during the day. If we get unlucky with the weapons that those marksmen roll, if it's level 2 crossbows, and there's like 8 of them, Lord. Technically, we probably don't need to do this, but the fact that these guys are chasing us is pissing me off and I want to kill them. Okay, Stranikai Company. Taking the caravan. Okay, awesome, good. The fact that those mercs took care of them, I'm more than happy to just step out of the fight. I don't want to get involved. I don't think that the juice is worth the squeeze generally when fighting those marksmen. They are freaking lethal and I hate them. Absolutely hate them. They are such ball bags. Empty. $79, I think. Okay, you can, yeah, fine, you can wear a card shield, that's fine. And what annoys me the most about the crossbowman marksman is that it seems to be the randomness of it. I've had in I think it was in season 4 where we had like a level 7 guy get one shot by a crossbowman. At night as well. I don't know whether I'm glad or more annoyed by the fact that you don't get to see what the percentage 2 hit chance is at the shot that gets taken at you, because like I know like in XCOM 2 you have the perfect information mod. It tells you what the percentage chance is, so like you can see if an enemy takes a 3% shot and hits you, you feel justifiably annoyed. Okay, so what's the next ambition? Only the most daring taking goblins in large numbers, which will burn some of their fetid camps to the ground, and word of it shall travel. Imagine the trail of terror we could blaze if your skills matched your bravery. We shall train 5 men to master their weapons so that they act as a vanguard. Besting orcs and burn down some of their camps would make people recognize the company's ability. Let's go for the orcs. I think orcs is right because we've already got one there, one orc settlement there, and we need to be gearing and leveling towards fighting orcs anyway because that's going to be our in-game crisis. The thing that worries me is that if we're fighting orcs, we want to have shield expert because otherwise our lads just get their shields one shot. Just checking to see whether there's anything new here that I want to find. That's true, yep. That's exactly right, Wolfric, yeah. Now, Hans is absolutely adamant that in your own squad, if you have 4 ranged attackers in the backline, they should all be archers. And I think if you look at the numbers, once you get up to the tier 1 bow, which is the war bow, it does, I think, comparable damage to the crossbow with slightly less armor piercing, but you get 2 shots per turn. So in terms of DPS, it is amazing. And look, getting shot with a war bow by an enemy sucks, but every time I've wanted to headbutt the keyboard in frustration, it's been when I've been hit by a crossbow. So I would absolutely agree that ultimately bows are better. But if I have 4 ranged guys, I want to have 2 crossbowmen and 2 bowmen. Just so that if I have like a very, very high armored target, I can target them with the crossbows. Yeah, but then again, the warbow is fairly bad versus armor, but then again, you can always just target something else. And if you have a highly armored target, you should be attacking it with axes or hammers. Again, I think we've established that I'm not all about being perfect or... Oh, hang on, what do we have here? A Necromancer, mini Vadigangers, and a Fallen Hero. This could actually be quite challenging. So for this, I think we want to have our best of the best in. We'll isolate the guys who are the lowest level and leave them out of the fight. So Ike, our level 1 raider, well, actually, I wanted him to get experience in this fight, so he'll go on the back line. We'll move one of the frontliners, like here we go, Nazagast. You sit on the front line. How's your fatigue looking, buddy? Oh, awesome, you can get away with wearing. Hell, probably even... $25, hell yeah. Oh, you've got Brawny. Beautiful. Pity we have to get rid of you. So this is going to be no joke. We're going to be up against the Fallen Hero. I think the key thing is going to be making sure that Super Duper can get stuck into him with his fighting axe. Who is Super? There he is. I'm on the flank. Axes on the flanks. Axe, spear, axe. Axe, axe. Pikes in the back line. One of which has a long axe for breaking shields. We've got nets to net up that Fallen Hero, make him easier to hit. Got skulls that can swap out lads that are in trouble. 3 of them can swap out. No, only 2. Damn, so swap out on the flanks or towards the center. I think we'll keep them on the flank so we can swap out these 3 spots if they're in trouble. That'll be these 6 spots, so only Nazagast wouldn't be able to be out, but then again he's potentially going to get quote unquote fired, so that's fine. There's a Necromancer here, so we're not going to be sitting back and letting them come to us, we're going to take the fight to them. I do wonder if it isn't worth experimenting with a different little structure, so let's go like this. So this is the main body, and then these 3, the different 3, break off and try to get around Necromancer. But then I'll tell you what, we don't know which side of our formation the Necromancer is going to spawn in, so we will try the old 1-2 punch where make a main body of men just to get tied up with those Verdegangers and essentially tank them. Net up the fallen hero. And take him down that way. Kind of just... I want to make sure everything is just right here. Could be potentially a little nasty. Doggo needs to be on the back line. Everyone here have bandages. Okay, enough talk. One necromancer, many Verdegangers, and they're all armored as well. And it's in a forest. Puke. This is where taking Pathfinder is going to pay off finally. This is not going to be fun though, guys. I'm not looking forward to this. This is going to be tough. Let's take a look at the layout of the land here. Let's just wait until we get our Falcon off and see what we're dealing with. Ooh, that's a tier 1 mace. That's worth nice money. This is going to be a real slog though. So here's the plan. Look at all these X's here. We're going to have... Let's see who... Healer's going to make a break for that spot. Be supported by one pikeman who can knock him out. Most likely Ryoji. The rest of the main body will form up here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 spots that are contact, which is probably going to make the zombies split around here. But this potentially won't be that bad. But crucially, I'm going to want Super Duper, Meinolf, Pike, who I should send a 4th loop around to the north. Super risky, but I think it might be worth getting very aggressive and making sure that I can fly through to get that. Oh god, this is going to be tough for the necromancer. We don't have any ranged weapons. We knew this was coming and we knew it was going to be tough. Either you have the toughest armor, 1, 2. That's probably even better if you... Let's send 5 of the guys to loop around the north. My worry is we're going to struggle to get around there. We are going to have to chop heads off. We don't have any butcher's cleavers, so we're just going to have to hope that we can get fatalities. This is one mission where I probably should have brought... Who's got fearsome? Is it Nezagast? I hope Nezagast... Oh god, that's scary. And oof, that is a hand axe as well. That's going to do serious damage. Okay. That... All heroes moving south. Good. I just want to take... Which of these battle brothers has... Arnold that's got that long axe. The long axe is going to be vital in breaking that shield, which I think is going to be worth doing. This is scary though. Suboptimal. Do I put you there? No, I don't. Go north, mate. This group of 5 is going to loop around. Hopefully chop through there, get that necromancer. Ulrich, you don't have an axe. You can whip out shield and axe if this flank starts to get threatened, which it will. Worry about Keeler here. I think as long as he maintains a shield wall, he should be grand. Arnold, you've got the long axe, but I need a pikeman to stab over here and help. I think I want to keep you. The main thing is watching where this fallen hero goes, because Arnold has to follow the fallen hero. Good god, that hurts. Considering the fact that Arnold's going to probably loop around. Let's have Ike stand here and get some hits. No archers. Only ranged weapon we could have used are throwing axes, and no one has enough throwing skill to even justify using them yet. Eventually I'm going to invest some points into getting everybody up to at least 50 range skill. My concern about this fight is that it's going to be a long, brutal slog, just killing and decapitating these zombies and just going straight through them. We're going to really struggle to get access to that necromancer. Yeah, good hit. Build up though. On the plus side, we've got a bunch of hand axes, which should make short work of fan mails. Greed Healer. The hound was right. A woman's weapon. You any good with that bow? Come on here, I'll shove it up your ass. I still hope that Clegane Bowl is going to be a thing. Clegane Bowl hype. Great work. Oh yes, Clever Beast. You beast. Worries me is that fallen hero went around there somewhere. Actually, you know what? No, we've got a fighting axe here. Super Duper can probably chop through that shield in 2 shots. I reckon these 4 are going to be enough. That flank arena position. Oh, and Berserk. Rah! Come on, lads. Give them the old run at. It would be pretty cool if they made like a battle cry ability where instead of only rallying someone, you can spend it and then spend it as an action point, and then your brothers that are in the AoE get movement bonuses. Yeah, they're reinforcing the north flank, surprisingly. Yeah, the Fallen Hero shield I think it has 20 hit points, so actually that fighting axe should take it out in a single shot. Although using Destroy Shield, Split Shield with the fighting axe is kind of a waste. You want to be doing damage with that. Okay, it's only a bludgeon, which isn't too bad. Fatigue damage here is the main problem, especially considering how low fatigue everyone is. Fighting me. Not going to release the dogs. The dogs will just get cut to pieces by these zombies. Run at them, lads. He took 110 damage there. Healer took. I love that though. So she's taken a patched male's worth of damage and still has 120 points of armor. Oh yeah. Arnold, I think I want you to hit south. Got 4 zombos here and only 1 over there. Have your fatigue, lads. Actually, that was not the best way to do it. I should have moved in, attacked once, the next turn, break shield and then attack. Because now I've just given this guy a single attack with damage boost. 25% damage boost. Hope he misses. I'm not going to bother trying to dagger any of these zombies. You want them dead as soon as possible. I think giving us this mission is Battle Brothers' way of saying, oh, okay, you were talking about just farming zombies and it's easy, let's give you this mission. Of rushing forward, I want to get as many people in contact here as we can, quick as we can. Should be able to stab through. Oh, there's a zombie right there. This is actually pretty worth it. Oh yeah, hang on, yeah, let's do that, let's do that. This could open up chances for these lads to get stabs off. This, oh, thank God. This is Battle Brothers pulling a Battle Brothers. It says, nice squad you got there. It would be a pity if something horrible were to happen to them. Get wrecked. Now what? What type of armor is that? I'm wondering. Yeah, that's doing nothing. It's actually going to be more efficient to dagger this fallen hero rather than try to use the spear. Oh God, here's the worst case scenario. Jesus! Oh God, headshot! Yeah, we have to switch suboptimal out, and we need to kill this thing now. I've actually been quite lucky that of the 5 turns, the fallen hero has only been line controlled once. Just stun the fallen hero. Sauce, you'll notice we don't have any ability to do so. What I could do, could chop through this Vita Ganga, Vita Ganga. You know what? Straight through him. Oof, God, that armor is hectic. I think it's gonna be knock him away. And the problem is if I switched Ryoji out, that was just unlucky that I could hit that. It was a headshot. That was just unlucky. Well, hopefully on the next turn we can get these 2 pikemen arranged so they can stab at that freaking necromancer. This is the biggest weakness of this playthrough. Oh my God, it's hit the fallen hero again. We don't have any maces to stun anything. Now suboptimal. Oh, this crushed windpipe doesn't have enough fatigue to do anything. He's in real trouble. Main thing is super duper needs to knock this fallen hero away. And Meinolf needs to knock this one away. Nice. Zerk getting triggered there. Can I get a stab off from here? Oh, I can. Only 55% chance though. That fallen hero is going to kill someone this turn, 100%. Duper. This is to save Suboptimal's life. Do absolute beauty, but the problem is he's still going to move in and get an attack off. Or he'll move in and get 2 attacks off, but at least he only gets to attack twice rather than 3 times. Now this zombie's nearly dead, so we can almost get super duper into contact there as well. Let's release the hound. Hopefully the hound takes that spot. Yeah, it's probably going to die, but if it keeps Suboptimal alive, then it's worth it. Time for these guys to start pressing forward here. Oh, 1 shot! Dead! Oh God! Was that another headshot? No, that was a body shot. Body for 15 damage. Can't take another one of those hits. At least got Arnold in contact with a necromancer. Optimal. Yeah, sorry mate, you were going to get fired anyway, so... I hate to say it, but if anyone was going to get killed... Yeah, it's not looking good, lads. Valhalla is calling Suboptimal. But for this lineup, this is just worst case scenario. This is, now we can release the dogs. A lot of these are easy. Go down fighting, mate. A little dagger doing no damage. armor has done wonderful work with Keela. There we go. 1 or 2 more hits I get and that bugger will go down. Oh, I needed that to hit. I still think it's worth knocking him back. Then... Well, because of these zombies, Line Off and Super Duper can't actually... God, that fallen arrow is still full health. And there goes Keela's armor. Okay, we just gotta kill shit now. Rip. Oh god, there we go. Oh, we've got to start grinding through that fucking arrow. Not being able to stun him just really sucks. Oh, you bastard, come on. Just a horrible grind fest. Oh, he was struck down, not dead. Where is it? Body armor. Head armor is hit. Does it say suboptimal? Crushed finger. Okay, well, we'll see what permanent disability he gets. Permanent injury, excuse me, not disability, injury. Oh, ouch. There we go, Arnold. Well done. Give yourself a bonus. The next problem now is Keela. And Super Duper and Mine Off. Their armor is holding firm. It's not worth doing any damage to this. No, his armor is too thick. Only axes will do anything. I think I want to focus down this other one. Hit the fucking thing! That's a fighting axe. It hardly did anything. I'm pretty sure that's plate mail. You make an argument for daggering him down. That plate mail is going to weigh so much. Even one of the lads. Can you stop hitting so much, you asshole? Good news is we're crushing all these other guys. We can start focusing down this fallen hero. I think the main thing is that one of the backline guys gets a net on him, so he hopefully starts spending action points on trying to break the net. God, oh, that's a problem. Mainoff's being. Can we get Stobbie into range? We actually can't. But we'll try on the next turn. Mine-off is probably dead. Maybe we can save him as if Super Duper acts before the... No, the Fallen Hero is next, so it'll just smash his head in. Well, possessed Fallen Hero. Scary stuff. Oh, he doesn't have fatigue. Dead. Rip. Rip. Well, we knew this was going to happen when we did this playthrough. I wonder if it would have been worth it to have had a few throwing weapons that we could have thrown over the shoulders, but not really, because, I mean, like, the pikemen can take him from one square away, but the throwing weapon guys would have almost no chance of hitting. Oh, might have lived as well, nice. But then, if it's a nasty enough injury, he may as well be dead. Lads are getting beat up here. Actually, further net. Make it easy to hit. Only guys with full armor and axes should be in contact with this guy. He is an absolute monster. No, Lord Scolder, you two tagged up. Okay, well, fine. Here we go. Here's the axes. Missed. Healer, you are in too much pain to go near him. Finally. Duper, what's your defensive stat, I wonder? 29, alright. Fairly tough to hit. Glad we kept those reserves, eh, lads? Are going to need them. Full armor. Decent meat. Oh, yeah, go on. That did nothing. Told you to run around. Oh, there you go. Finally, once you get through the armor. Oh, God, that thing was a beast. But as soon as I saw Fallen Hero, Necromancer, Forest, that's pretty much worst case scenario, I think. Your face is your greatest defense. It's a little known tactic of blocking the punches with your face. Hold on. We can expect that horrible thing to rise up though. His armor is destroyed, but honestly I don't see us needing to have used his armor anyway. It's so friggin' heavy. Ah, 17% hits. Okay, nice. Alright, so what do we have here? Missing ear. Minus 10% initiative, that's fine. Meinolf though is traumatized. That's pretty bad. And I think he's one of the new guys we hired who has 2 stars in melee. The initiative is meh. The resolve kind of sucks, but we can actually work around that. We can give him fortified mind and just keep him in the... Oh, nice! 1,000 gold. That's nice. I think I could have played that better. But yeah, Forest with Zombie, with Fallen Hero, with Necromancer, it's not going to get more difficult than that. Arnold, the Sergeant, what you got for us? Come on, give us more than +1, you useless fucking asshole. Problem is I have to take it though. Otherwise he has no chance of having anything good ever. Let's go with Fortified Mind. Next turn. Should have enough, and then we can finally replace Stobbie, which it's one of these Huskarls get back on the back line. All of these injured lads. Inched. But you lads who are backline. That was tough. I think what I could have done better. I think it was the right thing, creating that choke point and trying to hold it like that. That was the right move. It was always going to be tough not having any ranged weapons. Hell, even if we had ranged weapons in that setup, that would have been challenging, I think. Only 60 fatigue was liar. Fuck. Yeah, Ike, well, I think you need to be on the front line because Zumba's liar is 14 melee defense. 3, so you get to use an axe. Not much in the way of fatigue. 50 is just too low. I think a round shield. Yeah. Well, he's primarily a Huskald, so not a shield bearer, so he's leveled differently. Hey man, so Skolder's axe that he threw 2 axes and managed to hit one of them. So Meinolf, are we going to keep him? I think we keep him. 2 stars is really good. Where is suboptimal? Missing ear, minus initiative. Oh, it's fine. Totally fine. We'll hang on to him for the moment. Eventually what we want is a full squad, all with at least 1 star in melee skill, and then 4 replacements, all with stars in melee. So eventually Zumba's Liar is going to get retired. Azagast retired. The only exception being the Sergeant. I'm going to get replaced. Arnold will just be a banner boy. Ulrich will get retired. Meinolf will keep. Loki will retire. Peter will keep. The guys on the left are keepers. The guys on the right are retirers. Right, I don't think anyone currently on the front line has the fatigue to wear this heavier armor. 54, no, you need to use chain. Level who, 79, you can get away with, yeah, definitely. That's fine, 61, much low. But you are just using a spear. I can't wait for him to get his 60 melee skill and start decapitating zombies. 55 is a bit low. Better, 67. Excellent. Hold on, that's fine. Always better. Low. Guys on the back might as well. Orberks, they don't need as much fatigue as they're only spending 15 fatigue and regaining it every turn. When they're in melee combat anyway, so. The axe is there in the loadout. Golder is hurt. I wonder if I shouldn't swap him out for Floki. Tell you what, Golder, you take some time off. Burned it. Get healed up. It's nice, it means also we don't have to hang around waiting for everybody to heal. Get straight back out there and keep working. Checking the ranged values, no one has ranged values. Means I should carry the axes. I think this is pretty much Skolder's axes, exclusively his axes. It's going to take a lot of tools to repair the harness. I should be handing out the little helmets above the nasal helmets. Here's the lowest I'll go. It's atrociously low. -9 fatigue, -8 fatigue. And it's the same armor. Huskell, backline Huskells can all use. They don't need as much fatigue. And then I'll just chuck armor even though it's repaired on the backline just to free up that space. I mean, and I can't wait to sell this winged mace. I think it should get us a good couple hundred gold. Okay, any more kettle helmets? Oh, hang on, here's one. Just looking at the fatigue numbers here. 64 and 75. I'll justify giving you a heavier helmet. 2 less fatigue for 5 more armor. I don't think that's worth it. You flog some of these, and those can go. Excellent. Now we've got some daggers here. Who is daggers? And then, right? Oh, you may as well hang on to it, that's fine. Excellent. Need a temple. Hurt friends. Armor and a tavern. There's a temple. We need 8 more heads as well. I think what I might do now is hit buy some amber there, use the temple that's there, then we'll head south down to Allenstadt, sell the items we're carrying, flip a nice little profit there, and then see if we can't find another ruin that we can go raid. Oh, look at this, 236. And at 270, I think I'm going to have to buy those tools. I hate spending that much on tools, but I don't think like we have much else in the way of a choice. Vagabond has high fatigue. It's worth trying. Let's see what he has. No stars. Nearsighted. Faint-hearted. Off you go. You are fired! Fishermen are much expensive. It's he's below 200. Generally, if they're below 200 gold, I'll just check it out. Worth it. Oh, nice. Torkel. You're a keeper. That's a keeper. That's going to be a raider if I've ever seen one. 2 stars in melee defense. Good. So we got some fresh recruits who we can name after viewers. At the next episode, I will get the YouTube lads in, and then from Twitch viewers, if you haven't gotten in, you can get in. Or we might reincarnate some lads. And we're down to 700 gold. Head south. I love these patrol missions. We make so much money out of them. It's so quick as well. Riders crest a nearby hill. Their silhouette dark. This is new. And oddly shaped on its rim like a reef of rippling black. Not wholly able to see who they are, you order a few of your brothers to hide away. An ambush might be needed to defend yourself, otherwise you stand no chance against such a mounted force. As the selected mercenaries dip into the bushes, the horsemen begin heading down the hill. Thunder of the hooves grows louder, but you stand resolute, hoping to give your men a good show of bravery. You see that the bannerman is carrying a sigil of House Agloff. Behind him, another horseman is dragging a travois with a few shackled men for cargo. When the men arrive, their leader stands up between the withers of his horse and points at you before talking. Mercenary, you have, by the Lord's authority, the right to claim the shackled hands of a Sir Suboptimal Huskell. Said man is within your midst. You must pay for his crimes. Hand him over immediately and you will be rewarded. Oh my god, Suboptimal, you're so boned, dude. You turn your head and spit. You nod at the lawman before asking him a question. And whose authority do you have? There are a lot of lords in these lands, and not all of them pay me well. The lawman's captain sits back down in his saddle, hands across over his pommel, resting there with armored authority. He does not look the least bit amused, and voices his displeasure as such. Punishment for willfully harboring a fugitive is death. With but one more chance to release this criminal to me, or you shall face a fate well suited for a sword-selling dog. The company would only suffer if we fought over this. This man is yours. The man is yours. I'll not give him up. You got a drawing of the man you're after? Let me take a look. So I feel I've split over this. Like if we roleplay it, there's no ways we'd give up a fellow Viking. But Suboptimal, you're going to be replaced anyway. He said you've but one more chance to release the criminal to me, or you shall face a fate well suited for a sword selling. Take a look at the drawing. Got a drawing? Captain hands you a scroll with Suboptimal's Huskell's face on it. True, resemblance is there. But the man has been in your company long enough to gain a score or two. Maybe they won't realize it's him? Oh my god. Maybe they won't. You ask the criminal to step forward and nervously he does as told. You look at the captain. Is this the man you're after? I can see why you might think this is him, but look at these scars. The man is drawing the man in drawing has none. Look at his hair. The one in the drawing is straight. This man's is clearly matted and curly. For fuck's sake, Ryoji, this is on you. You stop because, judging by the faces of your audience, this isn't even coming close to working. The captain draws his sword. Take me for a fool? Kill them all! Well, so much for that. Before the lawmen can charge, you whistle as loud as you can. Half the company surges forth from the bushes, whooping and hollering like banshees. A sudden fright drives the horses wild, pitching their riders into the dirt. The Travar puller even runs off altogether, carrying with it a couple of very confused criminals. Ryoji Haskell comes charging across the field of mayhem with a spear in his hand. He plunges it deep into the captain's steed, bringing both man and beast crashing to the ground. The lawmen, left of them, gather around their captain, seemingly growling. The man wipes blood from the face and spits out a tooth, grins a gaping smile before ordering his men to charge. Warm up. Oh, feckin' Jesus. Oh, we've got no armor. Oh! God damn it, Ryoji. One, two, three, four. He acts before them. But you've got these two swings. Kill this dog. Oh, fuck. No, can't we surrender? Oh my word. Can we retreat and take a whole bunch of wounds? I think that's probably the best thing to do. We gotta run for it. And what also sucks is this is House Egil, who we want to be friends with. Oh, god damn it, Ryoji. Note to self, never listen to Ryoji. For fuck's sake. Actually, no, it's Hawk. No, hang on. It's not House Egil. Wanted to. Oh god, House Iglof. House Horn, who we wanted to friends with. Well, I suppose it kind of works for us because we were going to turn to some raiding in the end eventually. Okay, hang on. So where is Suboptimal? He's a grave robber. Oh, that's why he was in trouble with the law. Okay. Let's hit Islandstadt. Sell what we're carrying. Hit that temple at Harkenstadt. For God's sake. We've got to be super careful now. We're in no state to fight. If I'd left those two in melee, they would have been killed before we could have got them away from there. Oh, look at this profit. 300 gold each. Nice. A 150 profit each. Look at this money! Oh, 460. Beautiful! Oh, 7,000 gold! I love gold! I think give us a key. 7,500 gold. Well, thankfully, we got lots of money. Because of fucking Ryoji's fault. This is going to cost. Okay, so let's see. 7,500. Let's see how much all of this treatment. 450. Good God. 370. 320. 260. 190. 230. God, it's coming up on 3,000 gold worth of injuries. Oh my word, everybody's injured. That's devastating. Okay, the star in range skill is nice, but no stars in melee. Go, Roderick. On the plus side, we got loads of money, so we can afford to try all these farmers, day tailors. Nope. It's only costing us a couple hundred gold at a time. Yeah, that is a new event. I haven't seen that before either. Ooh, a flagellant. I'm gonna try. Nope. And okay, the fact that he's a dastard sucks, but I think it's worth taking because two stars in melee is very nice. Decent fatigue, and once we have a decent sergeant, I mean, he only starts combat at wavering, but you just use raise the morale once, and then you've got a guy who doesn't have wavering anymore. Asbjorn's going to be a shield bearer. Ortwin's going to get fired because he doesn't have stars in me. But I think this is the 4 reserves we wanted. All with melee stars. That means we can retire Suboptimal after that horrible event. I think that's as good a time as any to retire him. Suboptimal, thank you for your service. Thank you for almost getting us all killed. But you can go tell stories about how you used to be a mercenary. Oh, I lost this here ear. Okay, Zumba's Liar. We can fire 4 guys who don't have melee stars. Stars in melee, I mean. Costs kinda hurt. But we need to take a few days off to heal everybody up in any case. So I think this is just a right. But whoopsie, that's not right. Okay, and Floki. Thank you, Floki. Well served. This really sucks getting rid of guys, but I think that what we're doing now, this is giving us a very big step in securing the late game. Actually, that's actually hurting now financially. We have 11 more days worth. Let's not retire anybody else just yet. Right, so we'll need to get rid of a Huskal or 2, these 2 Huskals. No, Ulrich will get replaced, he's the next one to get replaced. In fact, we may as well do so now. And then we're eventually, we just need Arnold to get level 4. Ready the troops, then we'll fire my useless ass, and then we are finally at a roster where every single person has at least 1 star in melee skill. With the exception of our sergeant, our banner boy, who really just needs high result, which he does have. Actually, great stuff. Any Huskals in the front line currently? No, but what we can do is we can put this level 1 there. Excellent. Okay, I'm just checking the wound recovery times, 1 to 2 days. Most likely we're just going to have to sit here in camp for 2 days. Or we could use that time on the road, just hitting the circuit of cities, buying up trading goods. Unwanted. Yeah. You guys can make your own company. Check the fatigue values here on these guys on chain. None of them have enough fatigue that I can give them male Hallberg. Yeah, I think we're pretty much sorted. You can going X, spear, X, spear, X, spear, X. Got the long axe. We've got a heater shield that we need to hand out. Question is, who has the fatigue to support it? No one really. Maybe I can squeeze out a few extra bits of... Okay, whew. That's as good a place as any to take a little break. That was tough. So note to self, if you get that event, I don't think it's worth giving up whoever you have in your squad, unless you're prepared to take this huge hit in terms of your reputation with this house. Look at that, they're down to unfriendly. I don't know if unfriendly means that they're going to attack us outright. I don't think so, and we can still repair relations with them. They aren't red. Writing isn't red. I think we'll spend these few days hitting all of these cities here, buying up trade goods. Well, actually, no, we don't have the money to do that. We might actually want to turn this mission in as soon as we can. We still need more heads to even be able to complete. So what I think we'll do, we'll just tread water for a day or two. Wait till everyone's healed up. Get a fight for the remaining heads we need, and then we can turn in the quest. That was tough. So when we return, we'll heal everybody up and get back out there.